we started. It's called My Brother's Library Incorporated. We've been invited to do programming at both the Banneker Center and the Boys and Girls Club here in town. So what this is about is, I'm gonna just tell a little story. I don't want to take too much time, but I do want to tell my story. So I am 48 years old. When I was about 32 years old, I came to a point in my life where you put in all of the work that society says you should do in order to become what they say you should be. And I was at a point where I didn't feel like I was getting anything of what I was supposed to be getting. And so I came to a point where I was at tears. I was crying. I was talking to the Creator, and I said, why did you put me here? Why am I here? I didn't ask to come here. And if you don't show me the agenda and the purpose for why you put me here, don't say nothing about how I live it or how I leave it. And so this happened on my knees in tears, crying like a baby. This happened on a Friday. On a Sunday, I met a homeless man. He told me, God sent me to you, and you wanted to know why you were here. And so, yes, yeah, I almost fainted. I literally almost fainted. My knees got weak, and it was almost like he was inside my head. He said, it's like you're watching a movie, huh, brother? And it was just the craziest scenario. So I was like in this, like a daze for like 3 months, just trying to understand what this was all about. Long term, long story short, I've come up with an idea that I think is about kingdom building. Okay, I feel like that's why we are here. I believe I'm in this church today because the people who are here are part of what I'm trying to do. So I have a vision for a 24-hour community center for our children. And it has many details to it, but I'd like to talk a little bit about what the purpose is. So I feel like we can see, we see society, we see them losing, we see us losing our children, they're all off direction, what they're teaching in the schools, all of these things are so far from what we're supposed to be here doing. And I feel like we have the opportunity to find in our children their purpose. So my goal with this program, and I've gathered about 3 or 4 other brothers to help me with this, and I'm hoping I can gather some members of this church to help us to go further, because we have these opportunities to do this work with our children in these centers, but we don't have the people to fill the spots. So what we're trying to do is a junior apprenticeship program. It's called the Big Share. And the intention is to get professionals from all walks of life to come in and talk to our children about their careers, the education that they needed, and to help these kids find their purpose, their natural gifts early in life. So if, say, we have a mechanic or a carpenter or a doctor in the building, and we have children who are interested in these skills, then we match them and we do a junior apprenticeship program to get these kids toward their goals and their visions earlier in life. And so I spoke with Reverend Rose about this, and he said he thought today would be a good day to talk about this. So there's lots of more details. I don't want to take up too much time, but for anybody who's interested in getting involved, we definitely need assistance, and I'm just going to read off a few things that we are trying to do. So because we have the opportunity at these facilities, what we were doing, and I had this program actually going about 3 years at the Banneker Center, and we do have professionals come in, they talk to the youth about their careers and whatnot. We actually cook a meal, and they sit down and do a Q&A with the professionals. What we like to do is extend that so they can do a shadow and a workplace follow, so they can get an understanding of the hands-on things that that the professionals are doing. But what we need help with, and we're hoping that people can get involved, of course, funding to keep some of the programming going. We have speakers we need, people who can come and talk to the youth. We need food, we need t-shirts, we need computer assistance, website building, public relations, community contacts, consulting, grant writing, printer services. So there are things that we do need, but we have the opportunity to do this, and I think that if we mind our children, then we can bring out of them what is necessarily in them versus training them into being, what we, gangsters and thugs and rappers, and, some of this stuff is far from where we're supposed to be. And I think that we have the opportunity and the spiritual gifts in our community to change this. So I think it starts with us, and I'm hoping that we can get some help and put this all together.
Amen.